Hi. Okay. Week 11. Pisces. Eventually we're here. Pisces cruise ship. How do we get from the houseboat to the cruise ship? Suddenly jumping onto it. That's what I feel. Like, boom. That's what I feel. Okay. So just taking a look here. Sun. Still in Taurus. We've got, Mercury is just at the tip, right, of the one horn. Venus is well into Gemini. She's on, I think it's Castor's ankle. Yep. Okay. If I'm holding this the right way, I hope I am holding it the right way. Now we've got Mars up here just off of Pollux's Cancer. Pollux's shoulder, right? Okay, and not far away is the start of Cancer. Now, but hang on, that's the extra leg of Cancer, isn't it? So I'm saying that kind of halfway into Cancer's, and almost halfway between Cancer. No, thank you. Between Gemini and Cancer's energy, but still towards the Gemini, yeah? But headed that way. There's our beehive cluster that we just finished with. And, of course, that super Earth up there. Jupiter. Let's just... Where'd I put everybody? You know what? I'm not even going to try. Uranus is still, in the hoof of Aries. He's going to be there for a while. We got Neptune is right up here near Pisces, long-leashed fish. Okay. Definitely see how Jupiter's there in the belly of Aquarius right now. That's where a lot of, that's where energy is. And Saturn in Copernicus, right where the fish becomes the goat. Okay. So that's very interesting energy right there. Yes, transitioning from water to land energy. Okay. Huge transfer, I would say, and that's in fears, boundaries, and calculated risks. Yeah, and of course Saturn doing its retro thing. Pluto, not in Stellarium, he's not charted in Stellarium, but he is basically right around here, in a very unfortunate position next to Sagittarius. Oh, no, it cut out. I don't know why. I thought it cut out because I ran out of room. It just cut out. Okay, so yes, I forgot Mars. So Mars should actually be here towards Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday. Because he's halfway through Gemini and Cancer. So I would say as of tomorrow, but maybe even a bit later, consider Mars to be your loves and loyalties to be in Cancerian energy. Okay. Now, what else? I've just listed up here where the other planets are, just so I can bear that in mind. Yeah, no, that's all. Now we've got the solar eclipse coming up in Gemini next week. I'll do readings for that. But, so then we have, see what happens with that. But I don't know that, well, I'll find out. Anything else coming up in the month? Well, we'll have the sun entering. We're going to watch for when the sun actually does enter Gemini. We've got Jupiter going retro to Capricornus, okay? From Aquarius towards, but I don't, we've got the summer solstice coming up this month. We've got Venus hitting Cancer, yes. Mercury going direct towards Gemini. We have the full moon in it's actually a split between Sagittarius and Capricorn. They're going to say Capricorn, but it's actually like some of the moons hit in a sort of a split sign. But we'll double check that come the time. But the moon placements are usually, fairly well charted. And then Neptune going retro back to, back to Aquarius from Pisces. So that's what's happening so far in this month. And we'll see how that affects us. And I'll do a reading for us in a minute to do our predictions. But this week is the week of the 12th house for everybody. Yeah. And so I'm getting there. I got it started. How I feel about Pisces energy, Jupiter energy, Neptune energy, how similar I feel to that. So I'll read out that completely distance I'm feeling, I think, because the Cancerian stuff hit so hard. But what do I know? The more I understand Scorpio and Cancer, the less I assume I know that I understand these guys, right? Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces. My Mercury and South Node are in Pisces. My Neptune's in my 12th house as far as the Ezra Regio Montanus placement is concerned, and my Uranus is in my 12th house in the whole system, and whole house system, and Pisces is in my 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses combined between the sign and the constellation, yeah? While my 12th is in Libra in the whole house system, and in Scorpius in the Ezra Regio system. So, do Aquarius and energies affect it for you, or can you tell yet? My moon's in Aquarius in the overlapping 3rd and 4th houses, and my sun and Chiron are in Aries in my 4th and 6th houses. So with both my moon and sun in my house number 4, right, in different placements, different systems, yeah, my Mercury caught between them in Pisces. So my mind and my mind and imagination, how I was saying it, it's caught between both 4th house placements. It's caught between them in Pisces, almost opposing my Pluto in Virgo, which is caught between my house number 12 in Leo and Libra. So this all seems disadvantageous to my sense of self and autonomy. So thank God my Uranus is directly opposing my Sun. Damn, my Mars and Saturn in Cancer, and my Chiron right next to my Sun in Aries, right? So it feels like, but I feel like a sense of humor about the whole thing after Cancer. So we'll see where perspective gets. The advantage of sorting through 4th house stuff before hitting the 12th house stuff. So if that gives you an idea of what to think about when you're answering yours, right? What I've got so far for comparing my chart to when everybody else is in, because we're looking at time of year is, you know, between February 19th, shall we say, and April 14th. Combined sign and constellation, right? Which, you know, might get revised based on the Larry Eli placements, but yeah, I have concerns that affect me during this time of year. This is always when my writing cycle starts, March 5th, repeatedly. Robert and Jennifer specifically. It's D.H. Lawrence's death time, March 2nd. My mom's birthday, March 9th, and death day, March 26th. My other son, my son's one of his best friends' birthday is also March 26th. The anniversary of my trip to Egypt with my son during this time. The anniversary of my best friend Tracy helping me with my last ex, Martin. And Martin's birthday, and her daughter Karina's birthday, and her murder day. All of that happens at this time. And I'm sure other things happen as well that I haven't thought of yet. But, so, it's a lot, but I kind of feel like it's going to be freeing. I really do, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I went ahead, because I was going to print up so much with the last photo diary, I made sure that I printed up. Okay, I had to go convert some files to clear up some room on the camera card. I know I need a second camera card. Get there. Get this out of the shot. Okay, so, is there anything else I want to say? Obviously, like just to, okay, so climate, like in terms of how that affects, and then how these houses affect, or the houses in your birth chart fall within the same constellation, sign, and calendar. Okay, so during this time of the year, my 2nd house, 3rd house, and 4th house, and 5th house, yes, they all collide with this. They overlap as well. Like my 2nd house actually in the whole system starts in Sagittarius constellation, Capricorn season. And then, so there's huge, but I do think that the working with approximates to arrive, it's, for me, that's what science has taught me, especially quantum. And if you look at molecular things, if you look at the atom, especially like I've mentioned before, electrons are always moving, everything's always moving, and so you can actually become more precise. As I say in the book, you can be more precise by actually, well, I mean, probability theory, the stock market is based on probability theory, and of course a tremendous amount of control and manipulation and corruption. Yes. Fixed outcomes, shall we say. Yes. All the stock market crashes are created on purpose. Creative destruction. There's an economic term for it. I found the guy during research for the short story I was writing. And that's what we're going through right now. This whole situation that we've been put through. Yeah, there's a real strain of a coronavirus. There are many coronaviruses that come from a particular region, and they harnessed it, and they've done what they've done to us with it. And then, of course, they've fudged all the numbers. Where did the flu go? Where did pneumonia go? And so, if you look, let's see if I can find it. Creative. It's an economic thing. And the guy that came up with, that named it and everything, there's a whole Wikipedia page on him and everything. So, now the Wikipedia is, you know, it's just one place to get started, and then you have to dig for the truth, yeah? But anyway, so, during this, I'm dealing with, yeah, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house situations. Definitely, well, I'm going to see how the planets that run those homes, right? Like we're talking Venus energy, and for me, and that what's true for you, Venus, Mercury, Moon, and Sun again, right? So, can you see ways those houses affect or are affected by house number 12? I will get there. And then what would be best to work on in those. Now the question is that overlap true between the constellation and the sign, the season? I'll keep with that for now. But there might actually not be an overlap. They might actually, in terms of, they might be completely under the next sign. The one constellation, let's say Pisces, the constellation, might be completely under Aries, the sign, the season. The tropical Aries and the sidereal Pisces might completely almost line up at this point. Which, will change from constellation to constellation, since none of them are equal 30 degrees in, you can't divide a zodiac into equal 30-degree segments. You just can't. That's not natural. Give me a second here to turn the fridge off. I don't know why sometimes I forget to turn it off before a video, and but then I also forget to turn it back on after a video. So here we go into 12th house adventures. I think based on, like I've said, with 8th pointing to Taurus and 4th pointing to Capricorn, let's keep our eyes open for how this affects Virgo. Even more so than anything else. But again, all things together, the evidence will get you where it gets you. But yeah, I would say I might even revise the book to include more about that. But not much more to say. Let's just get straight into getting a reading done. Okay. I haven't recorded any predictions for myself yet. Good start with Marisha at 3 Loca for a Cancer. Setting your compass. But and she's Cancer. Who's Pisces? Now my mind is in Pisces, right? Depending on your Pisces placements. So, let me think if I can think of anybody. And so far, and I follow a lot of readers, and they keep sending me people that I need to know. And so I guess what I'll do is I will see if they send me on the path of a Pisces reader. And again, then we're dealing with well, okay. No. Let's do our own. Let's do our own reading. Oh, that's what I forgot. I'm still coming out of the Cancer house fog. Not fog. Pisces would be more of a fog, I would say, but. Go get these decks. I was so aggravated during the beginning of Cancer's house by being so delayed that I even shuffled these all wrong. They never want to fly. They always need to be split. So, okay, we're gonna start with this one. I'm gonna stick with these as oracles, I think, for the whole journey, and then we have a strong sense of consistency from what they want to tell us. I could switch it up to other oracles, but I really feel like I'm gonna interrupt what process. I thought about it, and so this is my decision. Okay. So again, 12th house, reducing to a 3 of manifestation. And this being, as far as I'm concerned, the house, well, this is the house. I wonder if Pisces is very, the Pisces I know speak through music. They send songs to everybody, oftentimes. And regardless of more than one Pisces in my life will send me a song. And I have a Pisces mind. I have a Pisces mind. My mom, but I'm just, the thing that I noticed, they'd send me a song to express something that they want. You know, they're in that mode. They're in that mode, and they want to share it. And they do this with like lots of people in their lives. This is, and then I'm one. I get stuck on the lyrics, and they're not necessarily vibing to the lyrics specifically. And then the song will say something, and I'll come back, what do you mean? They're like, no, I wasn't even thinking that. And I'm like, I'm all pissed off now because of this lyric and what I think that they're really telling me. I get my Scorpio side up. It's like, what are you really telling me? And I'm probably right. They probably really are telling me that, but they're not in a place where they actually want to get into that. They're in their happy zone because they're vibing to their music. And so it's, I don't want to say how many times that's happened to me with so many people. But that's why I try and pick song titles oftentimes for Pisces readings, but so far I haven't impressed the Pisces. Once I think I did. I'll find my way. I know, Pisces. Pisces are critical. Okay. But again, we all have Pisces in us. So where are we at on this cruise ship? All right, let's see. First we have Justice. Oh. Let's see if I have the Justice of the camera still running. I do. And now it will cut out. Okay. Justice. When all is said and done, you will receive the outcome you truly deserve. Your moral character will be justified, so maintain integrity and strive to balance yourself. When all is said and done, you will receive the outcome that you truly deserve. Oh, you know what I went and did? I did a regular reading. Normally I just get one card, right? Well, okay, this is Pisces. We got 3. Okay. However, your moral character will be justified, so maintain integrity and strive to balance yourself. All right, we're gonna do this. We might not do 3 from the Indian deck, but maybe 3 for 3. maybe 3 for 3, since we're in a house that converts to 3, you know, the digital sum comes down to 3. Okay, maybe I should. We are on the cruise ship, all or nothing. The Fool. In order to succeed, you must find new ways to bring about the achievement of your goals. Okay, well, we'll be finding out what exactly they want us to do about this. Now, I have a feeling, I know for me, it's going to be a month. It has to be a month of heavy duty productivity. Not just, you know, not monitoring myself, but strength. Yes. By understanding your true value, you will make the most of a wonderful chance to improve your life. By understanding your true value, you will... So where are you at right now in your chart? What houses? Right, okay. Well, okay, so I'm in my 6th house, so there we go. There's a Virgo placement right there for Pisces energy. I mean, I realize I'm not calendar correct with the Pisces house, but gives us a chance to... Okay. Where are... Oh, it's just sort of sliding out there. Whoa! Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. The 0. That big laurel wreath 0. The infinite. The infinite. Can never actually quite reach absolute 0. Because there's infinity between 1 and 0. What about this divine timing? Flipping out to the left. Okay, well that's in reverse. Betting on yourself is in reverse. Knight of Wands, I put that as a Leo. Now that's interesting because we got strength right there. So now we're not betting on ourselves. Interesting. Or there's somebody. Is that you? Sideways. Smacking. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, I put that as Virgo. Others would put it as Taurus. But I would not. We know this. Of course, we've got Capricorn energy right here. Saturn energy. Saturn energy. God bless Saturn. So, fears, boundaries, calculated risks. Yes? Okay, so somebody's hung up on the progress. 2 guys on horses. Okay, what's with this? You'll tell us. We'll get there. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, it looks like it's looking for the Emperor. Where the hell did you go? Okay, like we have this echo. Virgo for Virgo. Fire for fire, right? Okay. And betrayal. Betrayal. But Aquarius energy for me. Others would put it as Gemini, but I'm going to say 11th house because it's mastermind thinking. So a fresh start. A fresh start between... Okay, we've got core self... well, I've got Mars here. We've got loves and loyalties. Loves and loyalties. If this is all you, then the loves and loyalties have, of course, taken a blow. The Magician Mystic is functioning. It's in the upright. Yay. Now, not necessarily active. This is fascinating. Because what about her? Now I realize the world isn't just only women succeed in tarot. Because there's only a woman. Okay, so 11th house, legacy issues, technology issues, revolutionary issues, but not issue, like achievement. We have a 10 for 10, okay? So something's been achieved. Something's been achieved and reached its end. Yes? Reached its end. Probably this guy, this knight is, you know, maybe too upset to keep up his normal slow pace. Jeez, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to move this over here just to give us some 8 back to a 7 because we're transforming. We've got Capricorn for me energy here, and it's leaning back to, yes, Hermit. It's leaning back to Virgo energy. So transformation, yes. Okay. So that is, yeah, right. So that's why we have their version of the Fool card come out. In order to succeed, you must find new ways to bring about the achievement of your goals. I'm going to say then that this is, I'm tempted to say this is also you. Or there was going to be a way with this person, and then something went wrong, and now that way isn't possible anymore. That could be it. It could be either, right, depending on the person. But yes, new ways. So this transformation, this 8 in reverse, yes, of proving yourself to yourself is dependent on another transformation of the 7 of Pentacles, of taking stock of what you have, what you want to do, how you're going to do it. Has everything to do with this, yes? Okay, we flipped a skull. We flipped a skull. Now, I kind of just feel like leaving it there. I'm going to leave it there for now. Because we've got an issue of 2 people. We've got an issue of, and then it's affecting the 2nd house. It's a new situation, right? And that makes sense because we're at a new situation with the 10 of Swords. But it's about who to work with or to work by yourself. Where's the money coming from? Now, you're going to need to work with other people in order to get money from them. To pay you for doing something that is about money, yes? I mean, this is a cash flow card amongst other things. So, but because it's a 2, it's having to make up your mind about a situation you haven't had to decide about before. It's a new situation. And it's a new situation dependent on that transformation. Okay, well, we're just like kind of everywhere here. Leading back to the 4 of Pentacles, that stability. This could possibly, okay, so, and then of course with the Justice here, doing the right thing. This is a card also about doing the right thing. It's a necessary change, and it's in reverse, so somebody didn't do the right thing, obviously, with the level of betrayal that is here. If we take that as you know, take it for all its meanings, apart from my positive ones. Somebody didn't do the right thing, okay? So it's over, and it might, you're hoping it'll come back. You're hoping that everything that you put into it will eventually, you know, will do what you believe in, that things pay themselves forward. And people achieve in their own time, you know. So that's my take right now, especially with that Justice interpretation coming out there. Now, before I get into too heavy a read, well, it is what it is. But this is a much heavier read than I normally would do. We'd only take a few cards. I can't do a meditation on this many cards. Oh, yes I can. I'll pick highlighted cards from it. We're elaborating. Okay. Well, I know she was sort of coming out upside down. Let's leave her sideways though. So Kali, Oshun, Yemaya, whoever is speaking with us in this part of the journey, we're back in salt water. So Yemaya, I'm going to say, Although whether or not she and Kali are also the same, you know, because how many characters are we dealing with on this journey? But why did this get so involved? Anyway, because, well, Pisces got a lot of people in their life. We all have a lot of people in our life, but Pisces has to answer to them. That's the thing. Pisces and Aquarius. Pisces and Aquarius. Capricorn is able to harness and, you know, like take control, you know, like steer and just say, you know what, yeah, so a lot of people, yes, in Sagittarius, of course, a lot of people. And Sagittarius' solution is to, like, you know, very excellent at short, and I've got, my first house goes all the way through Sagittarius in Ibn Ezra Regiomontanus, but, and ends in you know, a bit into Capricorn, but, no, I mean, short-term, like, you know, in immediate situations with people, excellent, and then if you know, but for Pisces is long-term. Pisces is long-term. Kind of like forever. And so with divine timing here, because she's on pause. Usually it's because she's given somebody space. And look, she's head to head with this knight. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's the Hermit's turn. It's your turn to figure out. Similar to what we had last month, right? Wasn't she in reverse last month? And the Hermit, yeah. She was in reverse last month, and the Hermit was looking at her like this, right? Yeah. And she was like, I'm not going to say, you got to find out for yourself. Okay. So let's say we're halfway there. Oh, that's nice. Now she's behind the Hermit going, right? And he's looking over here. But that is, okay. Okay, it's progress. Anything else? Yes. Oh, nice. Ace of Cups. All right. Thanks to the Cancer house, we are completely spiritually filled right now. You are, I hope. If it all went the way it should. Okay. So, but what am I trying to remember here? By understanding your true value, you will make the most of a wonderful chance to improve your life. Your true value. By understanding your true value. And see, it's we're putting it over here. She's over here. However, it's right there at the bottom, at the top of the deck. King of Pentacles. Waiting for yourself. Two of Wands, Aries self card. I mean, this is another Aries card to go with that. Got that, yeah. So if this is you, got 8 of Swords in reverse, back to the 7 of Swords. Yeah, transformation thinking. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, see, it's over. It's over. For now, even just for now, okay? If it helps just to say to yourself, okay, for now, it's over. Let's move on. And then just stay in a bubble. Stay in a bubble. Okay? Tell yourself what you need to hear in order to function. Okay. And I guess I gotta find a really long song for this meditation so that I can fit all the cards in. Maybe less typing this time. Oh. Make sure I keep them in order. But if I pair them up as well, because all the ones that came out paired up. Yeah. All right. Okay. Week number 11. So 11. remember. And let's see, Sun's still in Taurus. Mars is direct though. It's not retro, is it? Okay. It's not even doing any. It's not doing anything. Wow. Okay, they needed to drop. They needed to drop. Okay, 3 for 3 for 3, 3 for 3. Justice again. Okay, double the justice. Double the justice. Remember the universal laws and the power of right conduct. You will receive as you have given. Okay, so doing the right thing here really, 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 really matters. Because they both, when all is said and done, you'll receive the outcome you truly deserve. Your moral character will be justified, so maintain integrity and strive to balance yourself. Okay. Remember the universal laws and the power of right conduct. So what I would take is, because I'm not one for karma, I believe in it, but I don't agree to it. This is not my school. I didn't come here to learn. This is my prison planet, okay? And that's just absolutely my belief. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody. I understand. I do believe that karma is a reality. I do believe that there are multiple multiple dimensions playing out on this earth, multiple sources, multiple groups, and I believe in reincarnation. Do I want it? No, but I believe in it. Not only do I believe in it, I'm fairly certain of it. Okay, so I can see how karma plays out, but I also see how it doesn't play out. There's no way children who are trafficked brought that on themselves. So I do believe that people are sold into, are negotiated into slavery out before they get here, okay, by ancestors. I believe it's an ancestral thing, and there's more to it than that, but I do believe that there was a woman, Peggy Kane. I lost track of her. I think everybody did. She disappeared. Maybe she's resurfaced at some point, but she was doing a lot of reverse audio playback analysis. And she was the first person I came across like 7 years ago. And she was talking about how, they set nets to trap us, and there are things that they get us to say yes to, and if we're not wise enough, then we say yes to them. Right? Okay. So something like that. And I'm speaking as someone who follows Kali. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm saying, I'm being scientific about what comes to me as a truth, as something that demands me to act on it in faith, and then being specific about that, and dropping dogma, questioning everything always. I had to tear my own background religion apart. No problem. Okay. Well, it's a problem, but it's not easy. But anyway, so these universal laws, I would say you got to figure out what those universal laws are. There are mathematical laws for sure. Now, numerology, absolutely, whether or not we like it, agree with it, it's a thing. It's a Masonic universe. So I believe Kabbalah. Take them at their word, absolutely, but also read between the lines. They put us here, out of jealous rage. They put us here. And here, victim blaming all the time. You asked for this, you wanted to be as smart as God, so here you are. But the universal laws, so numerology is one of those laws. It's a total misapplication of math, but it is. But there's the greater law of math, the real law, okay? So I think what I'm getting, what's coming through me, is to take on those laws. Get clear in yourself about what those laws are. Yes? Now how that affects the Pisces journey, because the cruise ship, everything has to be, it's the same is true but if we do get back to Poseidon adventure, and how Anything can go wrong with a submarine. Anything can go wrong with a houseboat, right? We are on water. But they got me to put it in a cruise ship, which is like a lot of people at stake. Because now it's not so much, it's about you, yes. The work that you're going to do during this time, it's about you, but it's about everybody that you are going to communicate with, what your work is going out to. And so you want to be extremely accurate to yourself. I don't even say you have to be right, but you have to be accurate to what you think and you know and you believe right now when you're communicating, when you're reaching out to other people and affecting other people. Yes? Yes. Allow for it. Don't hold yourself to the cross, but just I think that's okay. That's what we're getting with that. Okay, the Hanged Man. Speaking of the cross, and what if none of it were truly true? Yeah, absolutely, right. Just like I was saying, just like they got me to elaborate right before this card. Now's the time to look at everything from all angles, knowing that it's all there. Well, after the work of the 4th house, it absolutely is all there. Yep, still recording. Okay. And of course, the happy card, Death. But what is it time to release? Is it anger, pride, or ego? Is it attachment, suffering, and pain? Be free, burn the rest in the pyre. Well, okay, so that's where we have this situation. Like I said, get into your bubble, get into your creative bubble. Allow that, if you feel like this isn't over, then allow for it to take its time, right? Take its time. And then everything that, try to drop the agony of it right now. Get back to that stability of the 4 of Pentacles, yes. We've got, yeah. Okay, so that's where we are at for, where did I stick it? Somewhere. Is it in behind? Yeah, of course it is. There. That's where we are for now, can I even think of, you know what, it's true. I'm trying to think of who I've gone to, particularly for Pisces, or if there's a Pisces reader that I can think of offhand. And I can't think. I'm going to go looking. That's what I'm going to do. Because, while I'm doing everything else, I know, no, there's a lot I need to do. So if they want to send me, well, I trust them. But I can be active in that as well. But, okay. So, yeah, I'm going to finish that up. I will be back on Wednesday. I will be back Wednesday night. I'll record it Wednesday evening. It might not be up till Wednesday night or Thursday morning. But I will get back on track with the schedule. Because I'm just not going to keep screenshots of everything anymore. I don't feel I need to. The occasional thing. But I'll put the diary back in the context of a diary. A couple of pages at most. 2 to 3 pages at most. That kind of thing. And, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Because anything I do with that is got to be calculated against what I'm going to put into the creative work, right? So you're going to calculate, again, those laws. If we go back to the laws for a second here, where you put your time. It's going to cost you time over here or time over there, right? So be mindful of, you might want to do, if you haven't done it before, a time audit. Check yourself for a day or 2. Or even 5 days, and see where, clock yourself in and write down for every hour what you did that hour. Yeah, I did that a few years ago. I think 4 or 5 years ago. And I thought I already knew the answers to it, and then I did it, and then it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, and so there's a a give and take. Is that even what I'm trying to say? But you know what I mean, is if, so, and I assume that they'll be working with us in our favor on that, but of course then expect interference, expect problems. And let's just go check back with this Fool. In order to succeed, you must find new ways. Yes, those new ways. Oh, it's just okay. but she tends towards, you know, the logical, the left brain, the cognitive side. The frontal lobe is, well, is it frontal lobe? Yeah, I guess it is. But less the intuitive, well, there would be intuition there, but again, the problem solving, the sitting down with the logistics. So, which is an very interesting energy for Pisces. Those two fish. These two fish, right? Okay. The balance. So we've got Chariot energy as fish. Yes, the yin yang, that strength card, the strength card. By understanding your true value, you will make the most of a wonderful chance to improve your life. That with the Ace of Cups. So by understanding your true value, well, true value. Yes, true value. The 10 and the 1, shall we say. Okay. And even she's looking away from this situation. Death is looking away from that situation. Justice is looking away from that situation. And the Hanged Man, of course, needs to be. There's a truth that this person held on to that isn't necessarily the truth. Yes? Least of all your truth. But probably not even the truth, because we've got Queen of Swords here with the truth. Right? So, I feel no sense of closure to be able to stop, but I'm just going to stop because there's other stuff to do and you need me to shut up. So I will be back sooner than later, and I got to do the solar eclipse readings now. And thank you much, love. And it's sudden. Suddenly we're in the cruise ship. Suddenly we're in the. It just feels so sudden and such a shift. For me, it feels, I can feel the shift completely, and I feel like, yeah, let's let everybody else do something for a while. But no, I feel, woo, yeah, and I don't think that's false. I don't think that's false, but we'll find out. Okay,